Right. So today, we're going to check out something pretty cool.
Okay.
Goat Tapper.
Yeah.
And I think it's safe to say that you are listening to this because you're interested in this whole tap to earn thing.
Right.
And Goat Tapper's really kind of making some noise in this space.
Yeah.
It's not like the old days of just getting high scores.
Right.
You can actually earn things that you can use in real life
Yeah.
from playing this game.
That's right.
We've got a bunch of articles here
Okay.
to help us break it all down,
Like
how
that.
it works, why it's got people so excited.
What I think is really interesting about Goat Tapper is it's part of what could be a whole revolution in mobile gaming, this whole like play to earn.
Yeah.
And it's different than, traditional games where you get like a high score or like a cool item.
Right.
This is where your time and your skill
Mm.
can actually turn into things that have value in the real world.
Yeah. You forget about just bragging to your friends about how good you are at a game.
Right.
Imagine like playing a fun little casual game
Yeah.
and then being able to like cash out and get a gift card to your favorite store.
Right.
Or a discount on something you've been wanting.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, how genius is that?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a game changer.
Yeah.
And Goat Tapper is a perfect example of how it works.
Okay.
So the game uses what's called a token-based system.
Okay.
So think of it like it's the game's own internal currency.
Okay.
You earn these tokens
Mm-hmm.
by doing pretty much anything in the game,
Right.
completing levels, hitting milestones, getting on the leaderboards.
Okay.
The more you play, the more you achieve,
Yeah.
the more tokens you're going to earn.
So what can you actually do with these tokens, though?
Right.
I was reading some of these articles about
Yeah.
like brand partnerships.
hmm
This is where it starts to get really interesting.
This is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah. Fill me in.
So Goat Tapper has teamed up with some pretty big names.
Okay.
Like you've got Amazon,
Oh, wow.
Starbucks, Target, even like streaming services.
Oh.
And this is what gives those tokens real world value.
Okay.
Because you can actually redeem them for gift cards to these partners.
Right.
You can get discounts on products and services.
Wow.
In some cases, you can even cash out.
So like your gaming skills can actually like pay off in an actual like real way.
Yeah.
It makes those like late night gaming sessions
Right.
feel a little more productive.
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure. And that's a huge part of Goat Tapper's appeal.
Yeah.
But it's not just about cashing out. There's this whole internal economy built into the game, too,
Okay.
with something called the Goat Tapper Marketplace.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a way to kind of level up your gameplay and your earnings too.
Yeah.
Tell me a little more about that.
So the marketplace is where you can use your hard-earned tokens
Okay.
to buy all sorts of cool stuff.
Okay.
Exclusive in-game items that can boost your gameplay. Upgrades for your character,
Mm-hmm.
special power-ups to give you an edge.
Okay.
It's almost like you have your own little in-game stock market,
Interesting.
but way more fun because you know it's goats.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So there's like a strategic element to how you use your tokens then.
Right.
Do you like splurge on upgrades to earn faster?
Yeah.
Or do you hold out for like a big redemption?
It's like a balancing act.
Yeah.
Short-term versus long-term gains.
Right.
And what's really clever about it is that it creates this self-sustaining ecosystem within the game.
Mm-hmm.
Players can choose to reinvest their earnings,
Right.
which keeps the in-game economy humming. And
Interesting.
drives even more engagement.
So you've got this fun, quirky gameplay on the one hand,
Mhm.
and then you've got this whole like layer of strategic resource management
Yeah,
and this earning potential.
exactly.
I mean, I could totally see why Goat Tapper is getting so much attention.
Yeah.
But there's this whole other thing
Right.
that I'm really intrigued by.
Yeah. This possibility of blockchain integration in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Now that could really shake things up.
Yeah, this is where Goat Tapper could become truly groundbreaking.
Okay.
So let me explain how this works.
Please.
Blockchain is essentially a secure
Oh, yeah.
and transparent way to track and manage digital information.
Mhm.
And in the case of Goat Tapper, integrating blockchain
Okay.
could mean that those tokens you're earning
Yeah.
could potentially be traded
Okay.
on external platforms,
Okay.
maybe even converting them to cryptocurrency or real-world currency.
Ooh, so you're talking about potentially turning like your virtual
Exact.
goat tapping achievement
Right.
into actual financial assets.
That's right.
That's next level.
Yeah, it is. It really adds this whole other dimension of excitement,
Yeah.
even investment potential.
So it's not just playing for fun and getting a few rewards.
Right.
It's like Goat Tapper could become like its own little,
Yeah.
like a mini financial world.
It really is.
Yeah. It's got its own marketplace.
Yeah.
It's got this token-based economy.
Right.
the potential for like token trading, it's really like a microcosm
Yeah.
of the real financial world.
Wow.
But it's all packaged in this fun, engaging game about tapping goats.
And that's what I think is so cool.
Yeah.
They made like what could be a very complicated financial concept
Right.
accessible and entertaining.
Yeah.
Instead of like poring over,
Right.
these complicated stock charts,
Exactly.
you're tapping goats and potentially learning about things like supply and demand,
Yeah.
scarcity investment strategy.
Yeah, you don't even realize you're learning about it.
Yeah, and it's fun.
That's the point.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really clever way to introduce those ideas
Yeah.
to a much wider audience.
Yeah.
And it speaks to the power of gamification as a way to make learning more engaging and fun.
But let's not get lost in the weeds of Finan quite yet,
Okay.
even without blockchain integration. GoatTapper is making waves
Yeah.
with this whole approach to rewards and this like fun, engaging gameplay. And what I find really impressive
Yeah.
is that they've managed to appeal to
Yeah.
like a really wide range of players.
Absolutely. You don't have to be like a hardcore gamer or
Yeah.
obsessed with earning money
Yeah.
to enjoy Goat Tapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you just want a fun way to pass the time,
Yeah.
the core gameplay loop
Mhm.
is designed to be addictive and entertaining.
Okay.
You can completely ignore the earning potential if you want.
Right.
And just focus on tapping those goats.
But say you are interested in the earning aspect.
Okay.
What is it about the gameplay
Yeah.
that is so appealing to those players?
Well, first off, the game itself is just plain fun.
Okay.
You've got these adorable goats
Yeah.
with like different personalities and abilities.
Right.
And the tapping mechanic is simple enough to grasp, but it still requires a little bit of strategy and skill. There's also like a nice sense of progression as you level up your goats,
Right.
unlock new areas,
Okay.
and you discover all sorts of quirky surprises along the way.
So it's not just like mindless tapping.
Yeah.
There's an actual depth,
Right.
an actual strategy involved.
Exactly. There's a real sense of accomplishment
Yeah.
as you progress through the game and build up your goat tapping empire.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's that added incentive
Yeah.
of knowing that your efforts
Mhm.
can actually translate into real world rewards.
It's like they found the perfect balance
Yeah.
between casual fun
Uh-huh.
and rewarding gameplay.
Yeah.
So you've got your casual players who are just there for like
Right.
the fun, quirky gameplay.
Yeah.
And then you've got those who are a little more interested in
Mhm.
maximizing their earnings,
Right.
exploring the strategic depths of the marketplace,
Exactly.
and maybe that potential for blockchain integration.
It's a game that can truly grow with you.
Yeah.
You can start off just enjoying the casual tapping experience
Right.
and then gradually dive deeper
Yeah.
into the earning mechanics and the strategic elements.
Yeah, as you become more invested.
Exactly.
That's what I think is so exciting
Yeah.
about this whole trend of play-to-earn gaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about entertainment anymore.
Right.
It's about blurring those lines
Mm-hmm.
between our virtual lives
Right.
and the real world,
Exactly.
and creating these new and exciting possibilities
Mm-hmm.
for how we can interact with games.
Yeah.
And even potentially like earn real value
Yeah.
from our time and skills.
It's truly a fascinating evolution, and it raises so many questions
about
about the future of gaming and how it might become even more intertwined with our everyday lives.
like, could we see other types of apps and platforms
Right.
adopt these play-to-earn mechanics?
Mm-hmm.
Could we be earning rewards for like learning new skills,
Right.
tracking our fitness goals,
Yeah.
or even just engaging in social interaction?
It's definitely within the realm of possibility.
Wow.
It would be a fascinating development.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where everything we do
Right.
has the potential to be gamified and rewarded,
Yeah.
potentially even leading to financial gain.
Wow.
It could completely transform how we approach everyday tasks and even incentivize like positive behaviors.
Wow. That's a very thought-provoking idea.
Yeah.
It's like GoatTapper is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
It's like a little glimpse into a future
Yeah.
where play and work,
Mhm.
entertainment and earning
Exactly.
all become like increasingly blurred.
And that's what makes deep dives like this so exciting.
Yeah.
We start with a specific topic,
Mm.
in this case, a seemingly simple game about tapping goats,
Yeah.
and it leads us to all these broader questions and insights
Yeah.
that can really expand our understanding of the world and its possibilities.
So, dear listener,
Yeah.
as you continue tapping your way to goat tapping glory, maybe take a moment
Right.
to consider the bigger picture here.
Mm-hmm.
Could Goat Tapper be a sign of things to come?
Yeah.
A harbinger of a future?
Right.
Where play and work, entertainment and earning become increasingly intertwined.
Yeah, it really makes you think,
It does.
about what the future holds for gaming and technology as a whole.
For sure.
But before we get too ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
let's bring it back to Goat Tapper for a minute.
Okay.
What do you think? Is it worth all the hype?
Oh, yeah.
Should our listener give it a try?
I'd definitely say so.
Okay.
It's a genuinely fun and engaging game.
Yeah.
With this unique twist.
Right.
Even if you're not that interested in the earning aspect,
Okay.
it's a great way to just unwind and exercise those tapping fingers.
Right.
But for those who are intrigued by the play-to-earn concept, Goat Tapper offers a fantastic entry point.
Okay.
It's easy to pick up. The reward system is transparent and engaging.
Right.
And that potential for future blockchain integration.
Yeah. As a whole other layer of intrigue.
I think you've convinced me.
All right, good.
I might have to download Goat Tapper myself after this.
Yeah, you should check it out.
But before we wrap up our deep dive today,
Okay.
I always like to ask for your final thoughts.
Sure.
So, from all these articles that we've read
Yeah.
and this conversation we've had, what stands out to you as the most significant takeaway?
You know, for me, it's the way Goat Tapper just embodies this larger shift
Okay.
in how we view gaming and its potential. It's not just a passive form of entertainment anymore. It can be a source of real-world value, a platform for financial literacy, and even a glimpse into this future where the lines between our digital lives and the real world become increasingly blurred.
It really challenges those traditional notions of what a game can be, what it can offer.
Exactly.
It's a powerful message.
It is.
And it goes beyond just Goat Tapper.
Absolutely. Goat Tapper is like a microcosm of a much larger trend. Yeah.
And it'll be really interesting to see how it and other games like it continue to evolve and shape the future of entertainment, technology, even finance.
Well, I think we've tapped out all the insights from our deep dive into Goat Tapper today.
Yeah.
Hopefully you, our listener, have a better understanding of not only the game itself, but the larger trends that it represents.
It's
a fascinating world out there.
It is.
And Goat Tapper is just one small but intriguing piece of it.
For sure.
Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into Goat Tapper.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep those thumbs tapping.
Yeah.
And those minds exploring.